going on? Gunners Alive, coming at you with another workout video here on my channel. Last week I posted a chest and back workout. This week I'm posting an arms and delts workout. I get a lot of questions just about the different exercises that I do, so you're going to be seeing one set of each movement from every single exercise that I did during this workout right here, right now. Not really going to be talking about form a whole lot, but this is just more sort of the exercises that I hit. So I start off my arm and delt day by warming up the triceps and the biceps. I was just doing some press downs with the easy curl bar, hitting some medium weight in order to get some blood to the muscles and achieve the pump. Then I moved over to hit a few sets of biceps, doing curls with the easy bar. You see I only got 50 pounds. I usually do 5 to 6 sets of each exercise on arms and delt day. So on this actual workout, I made sure I did 6 sets of every single exercise that you're seeing. It was the weekend, it was Sunday, gym wasn't that busy, and I had more than enough time on my hands to put in some work. So now that I warmed up, doing some stretching before my entire workout and those 2 movements that you just saw for triceps and biceps, I then moved on to delts. So if you don't know about the delt, it's the muscles that surround the shoulder. So you have a delt on the front called the anterior, a delt on the side called the lateral, and a delt on the back called the posterior. So this exercise I'm doing is a variation of shoulder press. It's going to work the front delt mainly. As you can see, I bring the weight down just below my chin and then I press up so that the weight is above my head. After working the front delt for 6 sets, I then moved over to a lateral movement for the side delt. And you can see I'm only doing one arm at a time. So this is called a unilateral movement. I do a lot of unilateral exercises on my arms and delt days. This is the first unilateral movement that you're seeing. A bilateral movement is when you work both sides at the same time. So that shoulder press I was just doing a moment ago, I was working both my right and my left side, so that would be considered a bilateral movement. Anyways, I start off doing some reps with my left side and then I move over to do some reps with my right side. I noticed when I was watching this footage back, I was actually going pretty fast on those lateral raises, so I probably need to slow that down next time I'm in the gym. Then I moved on to hit some of the rear delt. I'm doing unilateral once again. These reps are actually pretty slow and controlled, so I'm happy with the way this set went. I'm working my left side first. This is called cable rear delt flies. It's got a couple different names that people refer to this exercise as, but that's just what I call it. So you can see I'm kind of holding the machine with my right hand just for stability, and then I'm using my left arm to sort of contract the rear delt muscle in order to move the weight from the machine out away from the machine, and then I moved over to the right side. So rear delt, it's a muscle that a lot of people have trouble hitting properly. I know I didn't used to hit it properly, but after years of practice, I can finally isolate the muscle and hit it the way I need to. Some guy actually walked up and he knocked my camera off, so that's why the camera fell right there. It is what it is though, man. I picked up my camera and moved on. So after hitting some delts, then I moved into some biceps and some triceps. So this tricep exercise I'm doing is similar to the one I did while warming up. It is a press down. Warming up, I used the easy curl bar. It's like wavy. For this exercise right here, I'm actually using a straight bar. There's a slight difference when working a tricep based off the different bars that you're able to use within the gym. So I'm doing some press downs here. This is a pretty basic exercise to work the triceps, slow and controlled. I got good reps going on. And then after I hit the triceps, I superset it with this hammer curl bicep exercise. So superset basically means I did one exercise and I moved into the next exercise right away without taking a break in between. So whenever I work biceps and triceps for I'd say probably like the past year to year and a half, I've been doing supersets. I really enjoy them. I've noticed a lot of progression with the definition in my arms. Right now I am bulking, so there's not a whole lot of definition, but I mean you can definitely see a little bit here and then, like you see my tricep pop in there some, and then once I cut down here in a few months, there should be more striations within the muscles. But anyways, the tricep press down, which you saw a moment ago, this is a hammer curl. So basically, rather than twisting my bicep, I'm just lifting the weight up one side at a time to hit the outer head of the bicep. After I did my first bicep, tricep, bicep, superset, whatever you want to call it, I then moved into a second superset. So this time You can see unilateral. I'm doing the left side first, and then I'll do the right side in a minute. Whereas a moment ago, I did both sides at the same time. But anyways, you can see here, I'm actually able to bring like my hand down right next to my side, because when I'm doing like the easy bar or the straight bar, whatever, like it comes down to my hip slash thigh area, and I can't really get my hand back as far as I would like to. So that's why I like to do these single arm press downs, because see, I can like basically get my hand next to my pocket, whereas with the straight bar, like my body would be in the way. So this just allows for a little bit different range of motion. You can see I'm doing some slow and controlled reps, hitting one side at a time, and then I'm going to go ahead and superset this single arm cable press down with some curls here in just a moment. Okay, there's a set. I was doing 10 reps, or I was trying to get 10 reps of every single set here in this workout. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I know I said I was trying to do 6 sets of each exercise, and I did. I was also like shooting for 10 reps on each exercise here in this workout. So now I'm doing some curls both sides at the same time. I'm leaning up against the machine just so that I don't sway a whole lot. I'm able to control the weight rather than swinging and using momentum to help my muscles lift the weight. And whenever you're able to control the weight, like that's what you're in the gym to do: build muscle, build size, build strength. And if you're swaying and using momentum, then you know you're cheating your muscles. So leaning up against the machine, I've just found that it's really effective for this curl exercise. I've been doing it for a few weeks now. I know I posted a lot on Instagram, and I really enjoy it. So hit the 25s. 25 times 2 is 50 on that exercise. So after I did 2 bicep and tricep supersets, I then went back to the delts. Here I'm doing unilateral front raises. I got the dumbbells in my hands. I was watching this set back as well and noticed that I was going pretty quick. I did start with like the 15 pounds and I went up to the 20 pounds here. You can do this exercise with like a straight bar or an easy bar if you want, but then once again, remember, like you can't go all the way down with your hands at your side, which isn't really that important for this exercise. But it just so happened that for today, I decided to do one arm at a time. So after I do these front raises to work my front delt, aka the anterior head, then I moved into another lateral head movement. You can see I'm doing side lateral raises, working both sides at the same time. I got that 15 pounds here. Sometimes I do this exercise standing up. Today I decided to do this exercise sitting down. As you can see, you start with the weight down by your side, and then you lift the weight up to your sides, like the higher portion, shoulder width, delt, or shoulder height, delt height from the ground. And that's just sort of the range of motion that I hit with that lateral exercise. Then I moved into another rear delt exercise. So earlier I was doing single arm rear flies. Now I'm doing both arm rear flies. Honestly, y'all, this movement right here that you're seeing, this rear delt fly, this is probably the movement that I struggled with the most in the gym. I might say ever, because my form hasn't always been the best. My right side used to be higher than my left. Sometimes it still is if I don't focus hard enough and make sure that my form's good, but it has gotten a lot better. I'm able to hit the rear delt on this exercise, and you do hit a little bit of traps, which is in the back as well, but that exercise, the rear delt fly, I worked on that exercise a lot, y'all, in order to get my form proper. After hitting delts for the second time, like the second circuit, I then moved into some more bicep tricep supersets. Here I'm doing some skull crushers. I'm on the incline bench using the easy bar. Sometimes I'm on a flat bench, but it just so happened today the incline bench was open as opposed to the flat bench, so that's the bench that I use for the skull crushers. Working your triceps, I got the 60 pound, and then I worked up to the 70 pound. After I did the skull crushers for triceps, I then moved into another bicep exercise. Now earlier with the biceps, y'all saw I was just lifting the weight up from my hip area up towards like my chest slash delt area. Now I'm actually twisting. It's called supination, something like that. Not exactly sure how to spell it, but basically you're twisting the weight using your bicep as you do the reps. So doing one side at a time here, right, left, 25 pounds, and I went up to 30 pounds after this. Sometimes I'll up to like 35 or 40, but that's whenever I do less reps. Like I said earlier, today I was going for 10 reps per set, so I did 25 and then 30 pounds. So I superset the skull crushers and the curls, And then here is another and final superset of exercise. I'm using a rope here and I'm working my triceps. I think on this set right here, or it might have been the set after this, one of these tricep sets I only got 7 reps. That was like the only time I didn't hit 10 the entire day within the gym. I think it was right here. I just got tired, so they're all right, triceps, you're done. That was my last tricep exercise, and this is my last bicep exercise. Reverse grip curls in order to work the forearm some along with the biceps. So not a whole lot of form info here in this video, just more sort of showing you guys the exercises that I did. Anyways, if you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. New videos every single day here on my channel. I'm Miguel Live. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in Later tonight for another video.
Take a shot, make a friend, just enjoy the moment. I'm Luke Skywalking on these haters. Celebrate every day like a birthday. Things come to those that wait up. But don't wait to jump in too long. Don't sleep, you gotta stay up. Don't sleep, you gotta stay up. Yeah.